Accident at workplace, it happened in Malaysia. It can happen because of many factors. One example of the accident happened in workplace in Malaysia is in Kelang, Selangor on Friday at 3 a.m. An employee of metal manufacturing factory died because they hit by an iron rod billet that lifted using a crane OTC. This incident happened after an employee placing iron billet in the scrap section that was lifted from the collection point. After a while, the OTC operator realized that the victim was lying in a state of serious injury and was dead.
Several involved parties in every incident. First of all, employees, which is the injured person. Then, those Selangor. Next, supervisor manager responsible for overseeing safety protocols and response effort. The next person is safety officer, which is the expert who ensure compliance with safety regulations and investigation incident. Next, emergency responder, the paramedic who is responsible to act if there is any incident at the workplace. Next, further investigation will be conducted to identify the cause of the accidents and the party responsible of the incident that involved, which is internal and external investigation to analyze the causes. Next is regulator agency, which is OSHA. The purpose is to enforce workplace safety standard. And lastly, family members of affected workers should be informed.
Workplace safety is our shared responsibility, but we must also be prepared for the unexpected. Accidents, while unfortunate, can occur despite the best safety measure. What truly matters is how we respond when they do. Today, I want to outline the steps that must be taken immediately in the event of a workplace accident. This action can minimize harm, ensure compliance with the regulation, and support a thorough investigation. First, ensure safety and provide emergency treatment. The first and most crucial step is a prioritize safety. If an accident occurs, the area should be secure to prevent further harm to the workers. Control access to the accident site and access to the situation if the victim requires immediate assistance. Provide first aid or contact emergency service without delay. Quick action can save life and prevent the situation from escalating. Number 2, report the accident to the employer. Once the immediate threat is under control, the employer must be informed of the incident. Timely notification ensure that the necessary action are taken in compliance with occupational safety regulation. It also allows the organization to provide additional support to the injured party and address any risk in the workplace. And when an accident occurs in the workplace, the consequences can have a significant impact on various aspects, including employees, injuries, damage to equipment, and environment impact. Here are the details of the possible consequences of the accident. Number 1, worker injuries, which is physical injuries. Injuries to worker can occur in many forms such as cut, puncture, fracture, burns, or head injuries due to the failed equipment of unsafe environment. More serious injuries can lead to the permanent disability or death. Number 2, damage to equipment, shutdown of operation. If equipment is damaged due to an accident, it can result in a temporary or long-term shutdown in the company operation. This causes disruption in the production and may affect the ability to meet customer requirements. Done.
There is a few steps to prevent future accident. First of all, risk assessment. Risk assessment is the purpose is to identify all the causes, analyze what should be done by the employees to overcome this matter. Next is safety training. Safety training should be done. For example, employees must provide proper safety training to ensure that everyone knows how to use the equipment in a correct way. Next is use personal protective equipment. PPE act as our last lines of defense. from glove to helmet to safety goggles. Using the correct protective gear significantly reduce the chance of injuries. Next is maintenance. Equipment should always be checked before and after use the equipment. Last but not least, workers should follow all the protocol that has been stated in every act of sector.
Now for the safety measure part. After the incident, Selangor Occupational Safety and Health Department has released a notice to all factories in Malaysia after the incident. A safe workplace is not just a regulatory requirement, it is a shared responsibility and an essential aspect of creating a productive and a positive work environment to strengthen our commitment to safety and to highlight the countermeasure that we needed to have in the factories. So this is a few countermeasures that I have come with for the after the incident. The first one is to improve the work procedures. First and foremost, we need to ensure that our work procedures are clearly defined and followed. For instance, when tasks involve dangerous machinery, it is vital to implement systems to track and confirm the worker's location. This simple task can prevent accident and enable immediate assistance in case of emergencies. A better drafted work procedures will not only protect our employees but also enhance operational efficiency. The second one is for fostering a safety culture. A safety first culture is a cornerstone of a responsible and successful organization. It starts with a leadership setting the example and filter through every level of the workforce. Both the company and the employees have a duty here. The companies must prioritize its employees' safety, while the employees should look after their own safety and that of their colleagues. Let us make a safety core value, not just a compliance requirement. The third one is a comprehensive training. Operating a machinery or equipment without a proper training can lead to severe consequences. Therefore, it is crucial to ensure that all employees responsible for handling such a tool are adequately trained. Training should cover not only operational aspect but also detailed safety protocols, equipping everyone to handle situations safely and competently. And for the last one, regular maintenance and inspection. Finally, the workplace and the equipment must be regularly inspected and maintained. Poorly maintained machinery or unhygienic condition can lead to an avoidable accident. By scheduling routine maintenance checks and upholding strict hygienic standards, we can prevent incidents before they occur and create a safer, more efficient workplace. That's all. Selangor Occupational Safety and Health Department taken legal action to the factory after the incident for not following these acts. The first act is the Occupational Safety and Health Action Act 1994 under the Regulation of Control and Industrial Major Accident and Hazard of 1996. In the Regulation 10, Demonstration of Safe Operation, a manufacturer who has control of an industrial activity must provide persons working on the site with the information, training and equipment necessary to ensure their safety. The second act is the Factory and Machinery Act 1976. This act is taken upon the driver of the crane. And this act is under the Certificates of Competency Examination Regulation 1970. In the Regulation 27, suspension of driver's certificates of competency in case of misconduct. Under this regulation, the driver causing damage to machinery or injury to any person by careless operation of machinery, or by neglect of routine instruction, or by neglect to use the safety appliance provided.
The tragic incident in the metal factory in Kelang When an employee was killed by an iron billet lifted by a crane shows how important workplace safety is. These incidents remind us that safety rules, proper training and regular checks are needed to prevent accidents. In case of an incident, the first steps are to ensure safety, report the event quickly and gather all the necessary information. Accidents can cause not only injuries but also damage to equipment, affect company operations and harm its reputation. To prevent accidents, companies should assess risks, train workers properly and maintain equipment. Creating a strong safety culture where everyone follows safety rules is key to keeping workers safe. By doing so, workplace can reduce risk and protect their employees. The